Hello! I'm gonna do something different today. I'm gonna be active on the bike, but you're gonna see me from the outside. I thought we'll make a video about how to brake. Not to break your neck or how to brake the bike, how to brake on the bike. As I was talking to many people, I realized that there's a lot of bikers out there that don't use the rear brake. Look, I'm not talking about special occasions where you're going on a circuit and you're trying to get your best time or stuff like that. I'm talking about day-to-day life where you're riding your bike and you need to stop. And lots of people use the front brake exclusively to stop the bike. Now, don't get me wrong, the front brake is the main brake. It's got about 70-80% stopping power. Let's try braking just with the front brake. Did you see how everything on the bike went forward? Well, that's because I didn't use the rear brake. Now let's do the same thing, but this time I'm gonna brake with the rear brake first, then. Did you see the difference? Pay attention to the rear part of the bike, where between the tail and the rear wheel, the distance is much greater when not using the rear brake. Let me show you again. This time a bit further away from the camera, so that it can be more obvious. Right. Front brake. Did you see the difference? What the rear brake does is it pushes the rear of the bike down. That makes it, when you brake with the front brake, it doesn't have the same tendency to get up and do an endo or a manual as it does when you're only using the front brake. That makes it easier to control and it doesn't lose traction on the front brake that easily. So look, right now I just have the clutch pulled in and I'm pushing the rear brake. And I'm gonna try to start the bike. See how it's gonna go down. So I'm not saying stop your bike with the rear brake. I'm saying use it wisely. The rear brake is a great tool that helps you control the bike better, especially at low speeds. You see, many people use the clutch to control low speed bike, low speed curving and low speed maneuvers. The rear brake is the better option. First, because you're not feathering the clutch that much, and second, you can use it to do the same thing but not tensing your fingers on the clutch. It's healthier for the bike, for yourself, and if you get the hang of it, you're gonna ride better. In any case, most of the time when you're front braking, especially on the trail, the idea should be to put your weight to the back of the bike. Because if you're front braking and all your weight is on the front, you're gonna do an endo. If you're trying to avoid going over your bike, well, you should put your weight to the back. So that's kind of it for now. I'm just trying to encourage people to use the rear brake because I'm sad to find out that many people don't use it. That's it. Practice rear braking. Hope it helped you, and I really hope it improves your riding skills a bit. Also, don't ride without gear. Don't look at me and say, "Oh, look, this guy rides without." No, this is a closed road, and even so, I am still using knee pads, boots, and gloves. The upper part usually is one of the less damaged parts when you fall from a bike, especially at low speeds. The first contact is either your hands or your knees. So protect them at all time, and there certainly are people more qualified to teach you how to ride a bike than I am, but I try to share whatever I can to help people. So that's it. Like, subscribe, and all the bullshit that has to be said on YouTube, so that I can get some traction to the channel, and see you on the next video that may be a bit more interesting. Bye bye.